the VM. That should be the case. I'll make it okay. So this is a file that we Sitecore config in our and acronym.config. Here you will see a site definition, and here in this acronym site definition, okay, and here it is asking for hostname. Normally it is like this in the in when it comes to the default installation, but I have changed it. We have to change it to whatever hostname that we need to use. Okay. So and we have, after we saving we have to save it. Okay, save it. Okay, then we have to do normal add a binding, close it, and also add hostname entry. Okay, so that part is done. Then in the documentation it describes that part. Then we will have to generate an API key. Okay, this is used to control the access, and in a production setup, and you can control the access to the this JSS apps and this using this API key API item. So what we are going to do is we are going to go to our Sitecore instance, go into system, okay. System settings, okay, and I think it is in services, and this is the API key in this folder. So as you can see, I have already created one, so I will delete that one for now. Then we can freshly create one. Okay, and here what is the folder again? Let's see, Sitecore system settings, services, API key. Inside that we can create API key, and normally we are creating it with our host name or the application name, my first JSS app. Okay, I have to use okay. So here they have provided some ways to control your access, like what are the allowed controls that can be accessed from JSS using this API key, and which users like that. So let's, if you want to see the version, and here they have mentioned now we are, as you can see, we are actually in the master. You cannot see it, but we are in the master, so it's as you can continue. So but in earlier versions before the 9.1, that is 9.0 versions, these settings are in core database, but in from 9.1 onwards, these settings is moved to master. Okay, and you can see a lot of descriptions on how these settings are used, but in our setup, since we are running locally, we are not going to configure any of the we are just going to allow all the controls and all the host, or from any host we can allow to access this. And for the user we are using this one, and save it, and I'm going to publish this. Okay, and then what we can do is and then we have to do some configuration settings in 1 minute. Okay, so here what we have to do is since we have here this one, we are going to verify. We have to verify that this API key is working for us or not. Okay, okay, so let's try to verify it. So to verify, they are asking to use this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one and replace my, this is our app's host name that we used, and here we have to give the API key. Okay, this is the API key. Okay, so this is the one we are going to verify. So I'm going to use my Postman app to see if what is the request we are getting. Okay, and here I'm going to give this one and send, and you can see we got some results. That means our API key and is configured correctly. Okay. So let's go into the documentation. So verification is going fine. Now let's go into the setup process. We have to, that means we have to do some configuration adjustments in our app, disconnected mode app. Okay, so to that we have to go inside the terminate the app, and since I'm inside that, okay, so I'm inside that, and we have to just type JSS setup. Okay, and this is to set up some configurations. Is your Sitecore instance on this machine now accessible via network share? It is in my machine, and it is asking for the path to the Sitecore folder. So what I have to do is I will have to there and explore and get this, copy our root folder from here, and sit, and host name is the one that I gave. This is the, so we should not give our normal host name. This should be the app's host name. Okay, so and port services. Okay, let's see port services one. I see. Okay, this one is Sitecore API. Okay, I think we should keep it as default. So they have mentioned it here for services. Okay, and the API key is this one. Copy it, paste it, enter, deployment secret. So it is a random one. We have press enter to generate one. So we will auto generate one. Yep. So as you can see, it has created some configuration files. Mainly it is scjss config file in the root folder of the my application. Okay. So now the config, and we can verify it if we go into the root folder. Okay, refresh, let's see. Okay, should be scjs config. Yep, here you go. So actually what this JSS setup command does is it asks for some configuration. You can manually, actually if you are familiar with these settings, you can just manually come here and or create this JSON file and add these settings manually also. Or if you want to change it also, you can directly change it here. So that's what happened with this JSS setup command. Now let's see, and then we have to deploy the configurations that we did. So that for that one you will have to run jss deploy config. Okay, so what it does is it will copy the all the files, configuration ico config patch files under psycho config, that is here, psycho config, to your Sitecore instance app include is a dz folder. Okay, so let's see. If you want to verify, we will go into there, my Sitecore instance root, include, there's no dz folder also. So let's see. But so I'm going to run jss deploy config. Okay, and it has created this edit folder and copy the configs. Let's see if it is here. So you can see it was not there. You can see it's a folder and it has copied these two configuration files that are in the our app into the our Sitecore instance app config include is a folder. That's deploying the configurations, and also you can do manual config deployment, as you can see. So it is just copying this patch psycho patch files into that ECDF folder. Now we are going to, so we have set up the created the API key, and then did the app set up the configurations in our disconnected mode app, then deploy the configuration into our psycho instance. Okay, now we are going to deploy our full application into our running psycho instance. Okay, so this is our, just have a look at the content tree, and this is our psycho instance. Okay, so let's try to deploy. Okay, so I will, so what we do is JSS JSS deploy, and you will have to if you want to send the content and dictionary item, you will have to add these options also. Okay, JSS deploy app, include content, include dictionary, and okay, and run it, and it will deploy the app into Sitecore. So it will deploy the files of the app and also create the necessary Sitecore items using our definitions on the JSS app. Okay. So yep. So okay. So JSS has been deployed. Okay. So let's see what has been deployed. If you go into the content folder, and you can see inside core content, first JSS our app is these items and everything is got created. Okay, and you can see the components, home item, like that. Okay, and dictionary. Okay, so what we can to test it out, what we can do is we can go into check, select home item. Okay, let's open it in experience editor. So just to verify it is everything is deployed correctly, and it is has the full capabilities of Sitecore site. Meanwhile it loads, let's go into the tutorial. As you can see there, if you are deploying it to remote instance, you have to do some extra steps. So for the verification, as we did, we go into the yep. So first we are going to verify it in the editor. Yep, as you can see, the same one we had in a disconnect mode is now deployed into the Sitecore. So now this is called connected mode, because Sitecore and the items and everything is created on Sitecore. Okay. Meanwhile it loads, we'll try out this host name, or the front, how the front end is working, and open a incognito mode, and as you can see, it is serving the site from this host name. Okay, we can, once this loads, we can adjust something and see if that's get reflected. Yeah. It's taking a little bit time to load the experience editor. Yep. So finally we'll change the title. Connected mode, let's save it. So as you can see, it has editor and everything is supported. Let's try to publish it. Okay, and let's try to see loading site. As you can see, so this host name is actually connected to our running Sitecore instance now. So that's how we deploy our JSS apps into our Sitecore instance. Hope you find this useful, and until next time, bye.